After 60, many people assume that poor sleep is just a normal part of aging. You wake up at 2 a.m., toss and turn for hours, and tell yourself, well, that's just what happens when you get older. But what if the real reason isn't age at all? What if the problem lies deep inside your body, in something as small as a vitamin deficiency? Because here's the truth. Your body's ability to rest, repair, and recover every night depends heavily on certain key vitamins and minerals. And when even one of them runs low, your sleep cycle can go completely off track. Today, we'll uncover the hidden nutrient gaps that could be silently ruining your sleep after 60, and more importantly, how you can fix them naturally. The surprising link between vitamins and sleep. Sleep, it's something we all take for granted until it starts slipping away. You go to bed at 10, roll around till midnight, stare at the ceiling, and wonder, what's wrong with me? Why can't I sleep like I used to? For many seniors, this question becomes a nightly battle. But here's the surprising truth. The answer may not lie in your mind. It lies in your body's nutrition. You see, sleep isn't controlled by a single switch in your brain. It's a symphony, a delicate coordination between your brain, your hormones, and the nutrients that fuel them. Without the right vitamins and minerals, that symphony goes out of tune. Your sleep hormones get confused, your mind stays alert, and your body never fully relaxes. The hidden connection between food and sleep. Most people think sleep problems are caused by stress or age, and yes, those play a role. But there's another invisible factor quietly shaping your nights: nutrient absorption. When you were younger, your body worked like a perfectly tuned machine. You could eat a balanced meal, and within hours, your cells would absorb everything they needed: vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. Those nutrients would travel through your bloodstream, feeding your brain and nervous system. Your brain would use them to produce serotonin, the happy hormone, and later transform it into melatonin, the sleep hormone. That's why falling asleep in your 30s or 40s often felt so easy. Your body had the right raw materials to build calmness, relaxation, and rest. But as the years pass, that machinery begins to slow down.
The subtle changes after 60. After the age of 60, your digestive system doesn't work the way it once did. Your stomach produces less acid, and while that might sound like a good thing, it's actually not. That acid is essential for breaking down food and releasing key vitamins like B12, magnesium, and calcium. Without it, even the healthiest meals can pass through your system with nutrients still trapped inside. Your intestines also become less efficient at absorbing vitamins. This means your body can't extract as much value from the same foods you've been eating for years. It's like trying to charge your phone with a weak cable. The energy just doesn't transfer fully. So even if your plate looks balanced, your body might still be running on empty when it comes to sleep-essential nutrients.
The brain's silent cry for support. Your brain is like a hard-working night watchman. Even when you're asleep, it's still active, cleaning toxins, processing memories, repairing cells. But to do all that, it needs fuel. Not just calories, but specific nutrients that regulate your inner clock. Two of the most important players here are melatonin and serotonin. Melatonin tells your body it's time to rest. Serotonin keeps your mood stable and your mind peaceful. Both are created using nutrients you get from food, particularly vitamin B6, magnesium, and tryptophan. If your body runs short on these, it's like trying to bake bread without yeast. You can mix the ingredients, but it'll never rise. That's why nutrient deficiencies often show up first as sleep problems, long before you notice fatigue, weakness, or even mood changes.
What happens inside your body when nutrients run low? Let's take a moment to visualize what's happening inside you.
Imagine your brain as a peaceful city that prepares for night mode every evening. Street lights dim, traffic slows, and workers begin to clean the streets. But what if the power plant running the city runs out of energy? The lights flicker, the workers slow down, the cleanup doesn't finish. By morning, the city feels cluttered and chaotic. That's exactly what happens in your brain when you lack the vitamins and minerals that drive the sleep process. The power plant, your mitochondria, can't function efficiently. The hormones, your city workers, can't communicate properly. And the next day, you wake up tired, foggy, and unrefreshed.
The nutrient to hormone chain reaction. Here's something fascinating. Every stage of your sleep cycle depends on nutrients working together like links in a chain. Tryptophan, an amino acid from food, enters your bloodstream. Vitamin B6 helps convert tryptophan into serotonin. Magnesium relaxes your muscles and nerves, reducing tension. Calcium and vitamin D help convert serotonin into melatonin. B12 keeps your internal clock, circadian rhythm, aligned with daylight. If even one link in this chain breaks, say your magnesium levels drop, the whole process slows down. You may feel restless, anxious, or unable to fall asleep. That's why sleep medicine isn't always about pills. It's often about rebuilding that chain from within.
The silent nutrient gap in modern senior diets. Many seniors unknowingly eat diets that are rich in calories but poor in micronutrients. For instance, white bread and polished rice have lost most of their B vitamins. Processed foods contain too much sodium but almost no magnesium. Low-fat diets, once popular for heart health, can reduce absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like D and E. Add to that the fact that many older adults take medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or heartburn, which can interfere with nutrient absorption. So even with 3 meals a day, your body might still be starving at the cellular level. And one of the first casualties of this invisible starvation is your sleep.
The vicious cycle. Poor sleep worsens deficiency. It doesn't stop there. Poor sleep and nutrient deficiency create a vicious cycle. When you don't sleep well, your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol makes it harder to absorb magnesium and B vitamins, and without those, your stress levels climb even higher. You wake up tired, drink more caffeine, skip meals, or eat poorly, and by night, your system is too tense to relax. Each night, you lose more nutrients through stress, and each day, your sleep suffers more. It becomes a loop that's hard to break unless you address it from the inside out.
1. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin that calms your mind. Let's start with one of the most overlooked vitamins, vitamin D. Many seniors have low vitamin D levels not because they eat poorly, but because they spend less time in sunlight. Vitamin D helps regulate your circadian rhythm, your body's natural 24-hour clock that decides when you feel awake and when you feel sleepy. Low vitamin D is linked to trouble falling asleep, restless nights, early morning awakenings, and daytime fatigue. And here's something shocking. Researchers have found that seniors with vitamin D deficiency are more likely to suffer from insomnia and fragmented sleep. Your brain actually uses vitamin D to create neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, both crucial for stable mood and deep rest. How to fix it naturally? Spend 15 to 20 minutes in gentle morning sunlight every day. Eat vitamin D-rich foods like salmon, sardines, eggs, fortified milk, and mushrooms exposed to sunlight. Consider a vitamin D3 supplement after consulting your doctor, especially if you stay mostly indoors. Because sometimes the difference between sleepless nights and peaceful rest is just 15 minutes of sunshine.
2. Vitamin B6, the dream vitamin. Vitamin B6 might not get as much attention as vitamin D, but it plays a crucial role in helping your body produce melatonin, the sleep hormone. Without enough B6, your body struggles to convert tryptophan, an amino acid from food, into serotonin, and then into melatonin. That's why B6 deficiency can lead to vivid dreams or nightmares, anxiety before bedtime, trouble staying asleep. In fact, some studies show that increasing B6 can lead to better dream recall and more restful sleep because it helps the brain balance neurotransmitters overnight. How to restore it naturally? Include foods like bananas, chickpeas, tuna, chicken breast, and avocados. Avoid excessive alcohol and processed foods as they deplete B vitamins. And here's a small bedtime tip. Having a light snack rich in tryptophan, like a banana or handful of nuts, can work even better if your B6 levels are healthy.
3. Vitamin B12, the energy and sleep connector. Now let's talk about vitamin B12, one of the most essential nutrients for people over 60. B12 supports nerve health, red blood cell production, and, most importantly, the regulation of your sleep-wake rhythm. As you age, your stomach produces less intrinsic factor, a compound needed to absorb B12 efficiently. That's why seniors are at higher risk of deficiency. When B12 runs low, you may feel tired even after sleeping, mentally foggy, moody or depressed, out of sync with your natural sleep rhythm. Your body uses B12 to keep homocysteine levels in check, and high homocysteine has been linked to disrupted sleep patterns and even sleep apnea. Natural sources of B12: fish like tuna and salmon, eggs, dairy, and lean meats. For vegetarians, fortified cereals or nutritional yeast can help. If deficiency is severe, your doctor might recommend B12 supplements or injections. Remember, when B12 levels return to normal, your energy improves during the day, and your body can finally rest peacefully at night.
4. Magnesium, the natural relaxation mineral. If there's one mineral your body desperately needs for sleep, it's magnesium. Magnesium acts as your body's natural relaxant. It calms the nervous system, reduces muscle tension, and promotes the release of GABA, the neurotransmitter that tells your brain it's time to slow down. But here's the problem. Magnesium levels naturally drop with age, and many common medications, like diuretics or blood pressure pills, further deplete it. That's why so many seniors complain of leg cramps, restless legs, racing thoughts before bed, waking up tired despite a full night's sleep. Low magnesium keeps your body in a fight-or-flight state, preventing your brain from entering deep, restorative sleep. Natural ways to increase magnesium? Eat magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, avocados, and dark chocolate. Try an evening Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate absorbed through skin. Or consider a magnesium glycinate supplement, which is gentle on digestion. Magnesium doesn't just help you sleep, it helps you stay asleep. 5. Calcium, the unsung partner of melatonin. You've probably heard that calcium is important for strong bones, but did you know it's also essential for deep sleep? Calcium helps your brain use tryptophan to produce melatonin. So, if your calcium levels are low, even taking a melatonin supplement may not work effectively. Research shows that people with calcium deficiency often experience light, restless sleep or frequent nighttime awakenings. Natural calcium sources include dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese, leafy greens like kale and broccoli, sesame seeds, tofu, and almonds. And here's a secret.
Having a small cup of warm milk before bed isn't just a comforting tradition. It actually works because of the calcium plus tryptophan combo that triggers melatonin naturally. Why deficiencies are more common after 60. Even if you eat relatively well, deficiencies can sneak up on you. Here's why. Reduced stomach acid. After 60, your stomach produces less acid, making it harder to absorb vitamins like B12, calcium, and magnesium. Medication interference. Common drugs for blood pressure, diabetes, and heartburn can reduce absorption or flush out key nutrients. Less sunlight exposure. Vitamin D levels drop drastically if you avoid sun due to sensitive skin or mobility issues. Smaller appetite or limited diet. Eating less means getting fewer vitamins and minerals. Digestive issues. Constipation, bloating, or acid reflux often indicate your gut isn't absorbing nutrients efficiently. That's why even healthy seniors can feel tired, anxious, or sleepless, all because their bodies aren't getting enough of what they truly need.
The Natural Vitamin Sleep Protocol.
If you want to restore your natural sleep rhythm, here's a simple plan to follow. Morning routine. Step outside for 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight. Eat a protein-rich breakfast with eggs or yogurt to kickstart serotonin production. Stay hydrated. Dehydration worsens fatigue and cramps. Afternoon routine. Eat foods rich in B vitamins and magnesium, whole grains, spinach, beans, or nuts. Avoid too much caffeine after 2 p.m. Evening routine. Have a light dinner with calcium-rich foods, like soup with greens or a glass of milk. Turn off screens an hour before bed to let melatonin rise naturally. Try gentle stretching, meditation, or slow breathing to lower stress hormones. Over time, this daily rhythm nourishes your body from the inside, allowing your brain to relax and your sleep to deepen naturally.
Hidden signs you're missing key vitamins. You might not even realize your sleep problems are connected to vitamin deficiencies. Here are some silent warning signs. You feel anxious or restless at night. You wake up often and can't fall back asleep. You crave sugar or caffeine late in the evening. Your muscles twitch or ache while lying down. You feel unusually tired or foggy during the day. You have brittle nails, thinning hair, or pale skin. These are not just random signs of aging. They are your body's way of asking for help.
Rebuilding sleep from the inside out. When you restore your vitamin balance, something beautiful happens. Your body stops fighting itself. Your hormones realign. Your brain finally feels safe enough to rest. Within a few weeks, you'll notice falling asleep faster, sleeping longer, waking up refreshed, feeling calmer and sharper during the day. Because sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about giving your cells the nutrients they need to rebuild and renew. And after 60, your body deserves that gentle care more than ever. Final message. So the next time you lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, feeling frustrated, exhausted, and wondering why sleep feels so elusive, take a deep breath and remember this. It might not be your age that's keeping you awake. It might not be just how things are after 60. Instead, it could be your vitamin D quietly whispering for sunlight, your B12 asking for a little more nutrition, or your magnesium gently nudging you to relax. Your body is never being mean or stubborn. It's simply trying to tell you what it needs. And often it speaks in ways we overlook. Restlessness, tossing and turning, waking at 2 a.m., or waking up tired even after a full night's sleep. Here's the secret. Your body knows how to sleep naturally. It knows how to drift into deep, healing rest if only you give it the building blocks it's been missing.
Listen to your body. Think of your body as a finely tuned orchestra. Each nutrient, each vitamin, and each mineral is an instrument. Magnesium plays the soft, calming cello that relaxes your muscles. B6 guides the flute that creates the melody of serotonin and melatonin. Calcium strikes the gentle piano keys that deepen your sleep waves. Vitamin D shines like the sun, setting the rhythm of your internal clock. B12 keeps the rhythm steady, aligning your mind with the natural day-night cycle. If even one of these instruments is missing or out of tune, the music of your sleep becomes distorted. You wake up groggy, your mind feels scattered, your energy feels drained. But when every nutrient is present, every instrument plays beautifully, and your body performs the symphony of rest it has always known.
Practical steps for real change. Restful sleep doesn't have to feel like a dream forever out of reach. It's achievable with small, consistent changes that rebuild your inner harmony. Sunlight for vitamin D. Step outside for 15 to 20 minutes each morning. Your body will thank you with deeper, more restful sleep at night. B vitamins for serotonin and melatonin. Include foods like bananas, chickpeas, eggs, and spinach in your diet. These foods quietly nourish the sleep hormones your body needs. Magnesium for relaxation. Snack on almonds, pumpkin seeds, or enjoy a warm magnesium bath before bed. It's like sending a gentle signal to your nervous system. It's time to unwind. Calcium for deep sleep. Warm milk, yogurt, or leafy greens can support your brain's production of melatonin. B12 for your internal clock. Ensure you get enough through fish, eggs, or fortified foods. It's what keeps your sleep-wake rhythm aligned with the world outside. Even simple routines like this, repeated consistently, can make nights of tossing and turning a distant memory. A gentle reminder. You don't need pills, gimmicks, or complicated routines to reclaim your sleep. What you need is balance. Balance between your mind, your body, and the nutrients that sustain both. Think of it as giving your body a gift of nourishment, restoration, and care. And in return, it gives you something priceless: peaceful, healing sleep. Sleep that restores your energy, sleep that clears your mind, sleep that allows you to wake up feeling alive, vibrant, and ready for the day ahead. Because your body has always known how to sleep. You just need to give it what it's been quietly asking for all along. The takeaway. Tonight, when you go to bed, don't worry about the hours ahead. Instead, focus on what your body truly needs. Nourish it with vitamins and minerals. Listen to its whispers, not just its shouts. Treat it with care, because your body has been carrying you faithfully for decades. And slowly, night by night, you'll notice a change. Fewer restless moments, deeper sleep, a mind that feels calm, and a body that wakes refreshed and energized. Because true rest doesn't come from pills, sleeping aids, or shortcuts. It comes from harmony, the perfect alignment between your body, your mind, and the nutrients that fuel both. And that harmony is yours to reclaim. All it takes is listening, nourishing, and giving your body what it deserves.